give it up for our wonderful host, Dusty Rudz. Oh, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Hi, my name is Ty, and I'm an idiot.
Hi, Ty.
Exactly. One person goes to the meetings. You really need to go to the meetings. Admitting it is half the battle. I discovered something yesterday, a wonderful way to snap out of a bad mood, a cure for the bad mood. Random, unsolicited advice from a total stranger. Isn't that wonderful when that happens? It's like the ecstasy of human interaction. Oh, I feel so much better, thank you so much. I need to rehydrate. I was in a terrible mood. I don't know what happened. I mean, there's been random bombings across America. My dick is making this weird clicking noise. I don't know, I'm in a bad mood for some reason. And apparently this bad mood is coming through my face now because it elicited a response from a total stranger who came up to me and said, you know, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. Why are you catching flies? What are you using? No, you be quiet. What are you using the fly? Are you a witch? You know, you have to tell me if you're a witch. That's the law. And I don't, like I said, I'm an idiot. I don't get that sentence at all. It makes no sense to me. I mean, I understand what she's saying. If you present yourself with sweetness, then you will get sweetness in return, or positive vibes, or good people, whatever. What does any of those things have to do with fucking flies? Flies are gross. I don't want flies. And also, you're not catching the flies with the sweetness of the honey. You're catching the flies with the stickiness of the honey. Okay? And if you just want to attract flies, then you use poop. Okay? And I don't know about you, but my poops, 97% of the time, are not sticky. And the other 3%, they're more stick to the roof of your mouth sticky than, like, adhesive sticky. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that last part. And the vinegar part I don't get either, because I don't know what animal goes for vinegar instead of honey. The only thing I can remember ever drinking vinegar is goth kids when I was in junior high, because they thought it made their skin more pale. And the Guatemalan vinegar mollusk, which doesn't count because I just fucking made that up. You can put your phones away. It doesn't make... I don't get what she was trying to tell me, but I guess in the end it worked out because apparently my vinegar disposition brought her into my life momentarily, and I did not need, that was unnecessary. I didn't need that. And so now, whenever I go to Whole Foods, I gotta walk around like a fucking Mormon. I don't know what kale is either. And all that's gonna attract a security. I recently left my job of 15 years in the financial institution, I don't know, financial arts, I don't know what the fuck they do. Obviously, I didn't study it because I just left my job to do this, so I know nothing of economics. Thank you. Exactly. I told you, Dad! He's not dead, he's on the space station. I had to leave because it was killing me inside. It was just like, I wasn't one of the rich guys. I did research, which meant that I just put together little packets about companies and brought them up so they could decide which companies to bet on. Or I would go up there to give them news every once in a while, like, 600 kids died in an earthquake in India today, and for some reason that made Coke go up 3 points. And they would start dancing and throwing confetti and lighting each other's assholes on fire with $100 bills. Rich people are fucked. And then they would notice me finally because I would be standing there like an idiot. They're like, oh, yes, Ty, thank you, that's great news. Here's your snack. Back to your home. They didn't have British accents, actually. That's just a symbol of oppression that George Lucas and I share together. I didn't mind being back in my hole so much, but then they would send people down there. And this is what started the road to be getting the hell out. They sent an intern down. And, you know, from what I've learned from TV and movies, interns are hot 19-year-old girls who are sexually available. This was a 26-year-old bald man who is probably sexually available, but 1 out of 4 is not cutting it in this situation. So not only was that disappointing, but then he fucking tells me about his life. Like, don't you see the vinegar? Just go someplace else. I don't want to learn. But I'll give you the highlights. Okay, he Went to MIT, got an engineering degree, and he was an engineer for 2 years, and he got bored. So then he went to Harvard Business School. Just went. Like, he didn't even have to fucking ask anybody. Just went to Harvard. He said he went to Harvard Business School the same way I would say, oh, my wife has a nail appointment. I went to the cupboard to get some Wesson oil. That's a masturbation. See, she's gone. So, okay. That's fine. That's just for me. And it's olive oil. I use extra virgin. So he's just killing me inside with this stupid goddamn story of his wonderful life. And then he's like, so what led you to research? Oh, I'm so happy you asked that. Well, let me think. I guess it started with a cripplingly low self-esteem, and then I forgot to go to college. And then there was this long line of beer-fueled mistakes that just kind of compounded annually. You understand that reference, right? And then there was a phone call to a temp agency. That's what I wanted to say to him. But what I did say is, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. And I went in there and cried, which I call going number 3. And then what just sealed the deal is the last few months at work, I had to train temps every couple weeks. And it was all middle-aged women, which, okay, not all of them are bad, but all of them, I don't know if you know this type of middle-aged woman, but they're the ones that when they're describing themselves, they have to tell you they're weird. Like, I'm Susie, and I'm from Bumblefuck, Texas, and I like to backpack, and I like cats, and I just need to let you know I'm a little weird. Listen, Susie, that's not your call. That's society's call, okay? Let us do our job. We'll let you know. And invariably, every time any of these women told me they were weird, what they really meant was, I'm an impatient person who talks in bumper stickers. I can't believe I bothered chewing through the restraints this morning. Beam me up, Scotty. There's no intelligent life down here. My other desk is a broom. Listen, Susie, until you start, like, nursing your pet hamster at your desk, we're just going to go ahead and call you a shitty person, okay? I promised my son tonight that I would do a couple of his jokes. I have a 12-year-old son who's an aspiring comedian, and so I'm going to work out some of his material for you. Basically, I'm just stealing my kids' jokes. The other day he tells me, yeah, Dad, you know, reality TV is getting awful. There's this new show on called The Dirty Gold Mine. I know, you think it's a sex joke, but really it's just guys looking for wallets in the sewer. First of all, I thought that was a real show. I went and looked it up. He completely made that up. This one he wrote today, and it's very dark, so I won't end with it, but I just want to get it out there to see how you react. Yeah, Dad, I was watching all this stuff on the Boston Marathon bombing, and I got online to search Islamic hate groups, and the number one return was the U.S. Army. Subversive, 12 years old. Okay, the last one is, we were fostering a dog that was blind and deaf, which actually turned out to be pretty easy. But he said, the best part of fostering a blind, deaf dog is that you don't have to beat him, because the walls do. Thank you very much. I'm Ty Mahany. Enjoy the rest of your evening.